Hello, folks. I'm back. Just a little teaser of sorts. I don't know, little teaser for an upcoming review. Um, it might be a one-off for a while, but I intend to bring back sensory scents again. And I think I just got this today. I know I got it today, but I think I'm going to bring this back in a format where it's not as regular as it used to be. I think I'm going to take some time in between, invest in some proper, decent colognes instead of, you know, quantity over quality type shit. Because my girlfriend today just bought me this for Christmas, essentially, and I got it early. It is, sorry, this is just a box. It's kind of goofy. Um, Essential Parfums, Bois, Bois Impérial, or Bois Impérial. I'm not really sure how to pronounce it. Bois Imperial by Quentin Bish. Bish? Bish? Um, yeah, I had first smelled this walking down a hill in my town as a man walked past. And in about 15 feet past, I caught his scent after he'd already passed. I was like, damn, that smells good. So I stopped him. I was like, hey, what are you wearing right now? Not to sound weird. And he goes, oh, it's Essential Parfums uh, Bois Imperial. And I'm like, oh, never heard of that. It smells fucking awesome, though. And yeah, he put me on. I looked it up, found it online. I've had it in my cart for so long now, and I just never actually bought it because I just haven't really had the money lately. Um, but yeah, she hooked me up with this today, and on the back it reads, "We founded Essential Parfums with a rebellious spirit to offer hot perfumery at an accessible price by giving carte blanche to the best perfumers in the world." There's a little too many big words in this to be necessary, but to create without constraint, sourcing the finest of natural, sustainable ingredients, all wrapped into an eco-friendly packaging. As we are mindful of the environmental impact of our products, as we believe sustainable beauty is essential. Well, I agree with this, and I like the ideology behind it. When you package your fucking cologne like this, with multiple of these inside your box that is barely held together with a piece of cardboard, um, you're doing a little too little, I would say. Maybe make this an actual cardboard box. You can use recycled cardboard. It won't kill anybody. It won't hurt anything. Because paying $90 for something in a box like this, where you can't protect it from UV light unless you put it in a dresser, um, is a little unnecessary. Because I've had $30 colognes that have had better means of protection of the product that they're selling. I'll put it that way. I'm not saying this would be ineffective if you were to drop it on the ground, but when the cologne is pretty much at the surface of the face of it and only the sides are really protected by the cardboard, I mean, maybe you could break it if you were to drop it. But that's beside the point. This, reading it back, it says, "I created this fragrance around a precious and extraordinary wood, Akagala wood, adorned with fresh spices. It is a great woody note made of contrasts between patchouli and Thai basil." And overall, I'm already wearing this. I've already got some dried down on my wrist. I threw it on probably about an hour or so ago. But it's very, very, very um, sophisticated. I'll put it that way. It's very suit and tie type scent. It's very woody. It's got the spiciness to it. Um, I'm trying to. There's something in there I've smelled before, but I can't really put my finger on what it is. But it was some kind of antimicrobial spray that I had, but I forget what the scent was. But it also kind of reminds me of that to a degree. Um, but this stuff, it kind of reminds me of like the smell of a Dr. Pepper, but if it were spicier, but also not a drink, more so a smell. And more sophisticated, more like, I don't know, fancy, formal, you know. Wait, other synonyms? Never mind. It's just really hard to put a word on what exactly this smells like. Aside from like really fancy Dr. Pepper. But I mean that in the best way possible. But when you first spray it, it's much different. Like, I'll put it in the cap. Oh yeah, like off the bat, there's just I don't know how to put it. It's lighter. It's not as spicy when you first spray it. It's almost like it's definitely green to a degree, like herbal, but almost aldehydic in a way, aldehydic, like almost fresh linen in a way, like fresh washed sheets, but also I don't know. The basil is definitely in there though. The basil comes through very well. The patchouli is somewhere in the back end. It doesn't really stand out as much as the basil does, and I feel like the basil shines through all the way through. But after the dry down, it becomes a bit soapy and a bit more cleaner, if that makes sense. But when it's sorry, I'm a little sick right now. It smells earthy. It almost smells like vetiver a little bit, but like the minty-ish kind, if that makes sense. Probably the basil. Definitely, actually, probably the basil. Now that I'm thinking about it. Sorry, I got some on my nose. But this is all off the cuff. This is like basically first impressions. I'm gonna wear this for a couple of days and actually give a proper review on this with the Fragrantica page pulled up. But right now, I really do love this. There's also something that kind of smells like hay a little bit to a degree in there that I'm picking up all of a sudden. Not in a bad way. Not like Dolce & Gabbana Homme Intenso. That shit was disgusting. More like in a some nice light airway in the background. But I will say, this is wonderful. This is easily one of my new favorites in my collection. Not even due to bias, but just because of the pure scent alone. Because again, I've been sitting on this in my cart for like 3 months, and now that I have it in my possession, I could not be happier. But it's very woody. It's spicy. It's kind of smells like Dr. Pepper after the dry down, like a musky, fancy Dr. Pepper. It's kind of soapy. Almost some kind of gasoline-ish in there, too, to a degree. Or maybe almost like leathery, but I don't think there is leather in this. It's weird. In a, like the best way possible. It's just complex. But overall, I really like this one. And I'm excited to get a few days of wearing this. I think I'm going to wear it for a week and then come back and give this a proper review. I think it's only fair. But right now, this is easily, to be honest, it might be the first 10 out of 10 I've ever owned. Just overall, because one, this was one that I've been waiting for a long time. Two, it's the scent itself is unlike okay, I guess I can't say it's unlike anything else I've ever smelled. It is kind of like the original Vince Camuto a tiny bit. A tiny bit. Mostly on the back end. I can't tell what the note is, but it might be the patchouli. And maybe one of the woody notes. But overall, it's just phenomenal. I have no complaints. I mean, I think it was roughly $90 before tax, about $100 after. And I mean, there's cheaper ones out there, but honestly, the bottle of YSL Elixir that I bought for the same price, as good as that stuff is, I genuinely feel like this will easily outperform it. Scent alone, but also the quality, the obvious quality of the, fragrance oils used. Like, this is almost, I would say this is like on par with amouage type fragrance oils in terms of just how premium they smell. And yeah, I think this is going to be a great one. I think it's going to be a real head turner because it definitely turned my fucking head when I first smelled it. And every time I've smelled it since, it made me very happy. And yeah, I think it's going to be a fun week coming up. A real good smelling one. But yeah, that's my first impression of Essential Parfums Bois Impérial. Keep your eye out for the actual review coming out. But yeah, goodbye.